Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Bangers and Mosh, the podcast that's always summoning sickness. I'm Jimmy,
I'm Deffer.
and today we're stoked to be joined by Kendrick from one of our favourite new bands, Pedestal for Leviathan. How you doing, man?
Hey, doing good. Thanks for having me on this.
Ah, it's an absolute pleasure, dude. I didn't say your surname there because I wasn't quite sure how to pronounce it, and I didn't want to say. I should have asked you that
Oh, no
before we
worries.
started.
It's Lemke.
Lemke, Kendrick Lemke. Yeah, man. Like we said, Pedestal for Leviathan, absolutely one of our favourite new bands out there at the moment. Dev, you got us onto the band, didn't you, last year when the EP dropped? What can you remember what it was that caught your attention when it came out?
I think it blew up on social media. I think the artwork, the sound, I think it was something obviously that's incorporated onto this album where it's something like familiarization, but up a tempo, up everything. And it was something that a lot of people haven't heard before or in a very long time.
Yeah,
So
yeah, cool. So dude, the album Enter Vampyric Manifestation's been out for a couple of weeks now. How's the reception been so far on your side?
Oh, it's been really cool. I think a lot more people have heard it so far, which is just really awesome. Um, I worked on it like last winter mostly was when I wrote it. So it's been kind of a long wait and really cool to just finally have the songs like out there and people checking it out and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Like, can we take you back to the start then, like of the project? Like what? Because it's quite a unique for anyone who hasn't heard it, it's like brutal death metal mixed with like symphonic black metal, which isn't I can't think of a project before or a band before that's combined those sounds. So
exactly.
like
Yeah.
when you started this, what was it that made you want to combine those two styles of music together?
So I started writing for this actually around 2021. And then I started some demos and then I let them just sit for a while. But at the time I was playing in a death metal band called Graveview.
Hmm.
And then I've always been kind of obsessed with Cradle of Filth, but as kind of like a separate thing. Like just man, this band is wacky, but like so sick and they hit the most evil sounding stuff, especially in their like early to mid like career era. I don't know. I like a lot of their stuff, but there's a couple albums that are just really, really special to me for them.
Yeah.
And I just had this idea, like, what if I started doing like writing some death metal stuff, but then still having like the choir, the strings, the cathedral organ. That's a big one I really like to throw in there.
Yeah.
Church bells. I love church bells and like any genre of music. If you throw a church bell in there,
Yeah,
it's like 10 times harder to me.
agree.
Oh, dude, that new One of Nine album, when them church bells come in the second track, have you heard that?
I have not yet. No, it's on my list. I need
Oh,
to check it out.
Oh,
yeah, man, you are gonna love that. There were the first track proper after the intro. There's some church bells in there, gonna blow your block off, man.
Oh, hell yeah, nice. Yeah, I'll check that out for sure.
So, did you like when you started? Did you think that even like these sounds could meld together? Was it just like an experiment at the start? Can I like? Were you confident you could do it, or was it like, right, okay, well, let's just see. Let's just see if it can be done.
It was kind of more of just an experiment. I wasn't sure if I was ever gonna form a band around it or
Ah, okay.
ever release anything. I was just writing some death metal riffs on my own because we were at the time we were writing a lot of stuff for Graveview anyway, but I would come up with stuff kind of on the side too that we weren't gonna use. Um, and some of that even leaned a little more into like the war metal, like Bastille black metal, the
Mm.
like Antichrist Siege Machine,
Oh
Revenge
yeah.
type stuff. Um, and then I think before I ended up working with it more and turning it kind of more into a black or a death metal route. Um, yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of messing around and seeing what could happen. But once I started combining the sounds and throwing those extra layers in there and stuff, I really liked it. I was like, man, I don't care if other people don't like this. I'm putting it out. This is gonna be sick.
Well, man, like we're so glad you did because it seems like it's something that maybe people didn't know they needed, but but now the album's out there, it's like, oh shit, where's this sound been
I think
like?
the fascination as well was when you brought out that first EP, it was just you. And I think people were amazed by these sounds. And it was just one guy. And it was like, how does someone do something like this? Like, sounds so brutal, yet just has everything we love in two genres that we love. It was just, yeah, it blew up from there. And it's still blowing up from this album.
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Um, so dude, you mentioned sort of Cradle of Filth already, but who were the bands that you were sort of influenced by for this project, like musically and vocally?
Musically, so Cradle of Filth for sure. Early Dimmu Borgir.
Definitely.
Um, I really like on the death metal side when it comes to actually like writing riffs and songs. I like the more I don't know, kind of the riffier death metal stuff that leans into like brutal death metal.
Mm.
I like Skinless, Deicide, um, Suffocation, but with I can't shred like Suffocation can, so I don't even try to. Um, And then vocally, I don't know, Corpse Grinder is probably one of my favorite vocalists. He's awesome. I think Travis Ryan is insane, but similar thing to Suffocation, where I can't hit a lot of the stuff Travis Ryan hits,
No one
he's
can, man.
awesome.
Have you are you going to practice your black metal highs to
I
try and
think I need
incorporate
to, because
into?
yeah, I would love to throw more in this album or in this band for sure, but it's never something I've been good at myself. But I think I probably will end up working on them and trying to throw some more in because I think that'd be really cool to kind of keep experimenting with like more vocal variety.
Yeah, definitely, man. So when we spoke about the album recently, I know when we were talking about the last track, Warlock Blacksmith, which it's just such a killer tune. And definitely, you said one of the riffs reminded you of like Corn. Was like
It was just, yeah.
with what were the sort of bands, dude, that got you into heavy music as you were growing up? Were they and like a band like a gateway band for you early on or anything?
I do like a lot of that new metal stuff, so it
Oh,
was
cool.
kind of I like that y'all mentioned that. That was pretty funny. The first album I remember hearing and thinking this is like heavier than anything I've ever heard before was Linkin Park, Meteora,
Yes.
in like
Yes.
Mm.
fifth grade. My friend had that, and I was pretty like sheltered growing up. My parents wanted me to like get lyrics approved and they were big like Christians and stuff. So I like
Okay.
borrowed the CD from him without my parents knowing and kept it for like a whole summer. And I was like, whoa, this is so sick. And then from there I was just like, screw it, I'm gonna start just illegally downloading stuff and my parents don't need to approve everything. And from there I got into I don't know, I was big into sorry, my cat is all up in my face right now. But
Special guest.
yeah. But I was big into like deathcore was kind of in its heyday when I was in high school.
Mm.
So all of my peers were really into that, and admittedly, so was I for sure. But then kind of going down like the rabbit hole of different like blog spots that would post like MediaFire links and stuff. I got into more like grindcore and like brutal death metal. Um, and I don't know, just like weird stuff. I feel like I was always on a search for like just the heaviest thing I could find, kind of for a while. And it got me into I don't know some weird stuff early, like some gore grind and brutal death metal, and I don't know stuff that still has kind of a special place in my heart, but is a little weird and out there.
Yeah, that's it. We all go down that rabbit hole when you get into if you get into heavy music like young, you either go or if you hear it when you're younger, you either go one or two ways, don't you? It's either like what the fuck is that? Or shit,
Mhm.
what the fuck is that? And then it's like you go down one or two roads, you either hate it or you go down the rabbit hole and discover, everything there. But it's cool to hear like that that you thought the corn riff was funny because like it's one of them things. I remember we were talking about a UK death metal band not too long ago, and we mentioned that one of the riffs had a slight Deftones feel to it, and they were disgusted. They
Yeah.
were
Oh,
horrified,
nice.
deaf, weren't
Yeah, they
they?
were, mate. We got a battering for that.
Yeah, so it's good to know that that one was on point, man.
Oh, it's a bummer. Deftones is sick. In like high school, especially, I was super into Deftones and Glassjaw.
Yeah,
Probably one of
yeah.
my top
Oh
bands of all
God,
time.
yes.
Oh hell yeah, man. Um, so going back into this, dude, what something I wanted to know, where did the band name come from? What does Pedestal for Leviathan mean?
That's a very good question because I don't have a real answer for it.
Just a cool name.
So I came up with the name back in like 2015. I recorded it started as a totally different project. I recorded like a 9, 10 minute like atmospheric doom metal sort of song, and I was gonna like release more under the name too, but I ended up just releasing one thing. It was just on like Bandcamp in 2015, and it was just like a self-titled, like it was just called Pedestal for Leviathan. And then when I started working on this stuff again, uh, I started working on the symphonic kind of stuff like in 2021, and then put it down for a couple years, and then I guess around the end of 2023 when I started writing again for finishing up the Festering Apparition EP. I was kind of thinking like, what am I going to call this project? And then I kept just thinking about that old project I had that I don't think very many people listened to or anything. And I was like, dang, that was a sick name. Like I should resurrect that and just use it. And so I did, and I just took the old atmospheric like doom metal stuff off of Bandcamp. So maybe diehards will find it later or something, but I don't think it really fits the vibe of the rest of this project anymore. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have too much of a meaning other than I just really thought it sounded cool. And also like, you know, Leviathan will like represents like Satan
Mm.
in some media, and just like putting that on like a pedestal I think is like a cool like visual, like like either putting demon as an idea up on a pedestal, or
Yeah.
like I don't know, being on a pedestal speaking to like demons or Satan or something.
Oh, it's such a cool name, man. Like
Thank
it's
you.
different as well. I think that's what there was a lot when I think that's caught people's eye on this. And I think the name's definitely one. The logo as well, man. The
Yeah.
logo is so sick. Did you come up with the logo?
Thanks. No, that's his name is Daniel Hermosia. He's Knox for Gore Artworks on Instagram.
Oh, cool. I thought,
He's really sick. Yeah, I just hit him up and I showed him like an old sketch I had for the project that I did with this name in 2015, and I was like, "Can you make this way cooler?" And he did. I really like how it turned out.
oh, it looks wicked, man. Def, you say it's the best logo.
Best logo in the game. It is. It's so standout. Yeah, easily.
Hell yeah, thanks. That's sick.
Yeah, I love it, man. So dude, when it comes to like writing songs, for the but what's your approach to songwriting? Does it start with a riff? Do you start with like I don't know, a keyboard line, a synth line, or whatever? How do your songs sort of come to life?
I've kind of done both, but more often than not, it starts with a riff where I'll just be sitting at my computer with my guitar, and either I'll hear something in my head and then try to recreate it. I'll go to like this website taptempo.io, and I'll just click along to the speed that I think it should be, and then I'll
Oh,
put that
cool.
in my recording program and then riff along to it. Sometimes it's like a riff I can hear in my head that I'm trying to then make on guitar and then fill out with everything else. Or other times I'm just kind of like noodling on guitar, and then a riff comes out of that that I hadn't heard before.
Yeah.
Um, but then a couple times I have just started with like doing the MIDI, like synth stuff. Like, let's start like, you know, just a really evil sounding organ, and then see if I can write some riffs around that. I think I might try to do more of that for the next release too, because I think that ends up bringing out some more interesting flavors that I wouldn't hit otherwise, and
Yeah.
puts like more focus on the extra instrumentation rather than it just being like an extra thing on top, kind of, you know?
Yeah, that can be like a rather than like the synths and that being added as like a source. They're like the base of the song, and then build round
Yeah,
them. I
for
so
sure.
in
That Sanctity of Retribution song
yeah.
on Enter Vampyric Manifestation. That one was kind of one that started off with more of like the synths, and it ended up being kind of a different feeling song than the rest of the album too. I almost didn't include it in the album because I wasn't sure if it fit the vibe. It was maybe going to be a separate standalone release, but I was convinced by our other guitarist I should throw it in the middle and it'd be a cool little almost like interlude.
Oh, dude, it was definitely the right decision. It's such a
Nice.
great little. I think I think you have to have. It's nice midway through an album to get something a little bit that either breaks up the. If it's a real heavy album, I love like a little interlude or something in the middle to just allow you to like breathe for a second before the madness starts again. But it is a real cool like slightly different flavor when that track drops.
Nice, thanks. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I included it. I think it's a cool song.
Yeah, it definitely is, man.
Oh,
So you just mentioned, do you do all the like the strings and the synths and stuff yourself?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
sick.
like performing them, or at least I haven't yet for any of this stuff. It's all just been like MIDI instruments.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I program and write all that stuff.
Yeah, it's wicked, man. It's like it's always fascinating, Def, isn't it, for us, like how songs come to life because neither of us are musicians or you know we've never been in a band or whatever. But so it's always fascinating picking the brains of people who sit and write and record stuff themselves. So did you was the album all recorded by yourself at home?
Yeah, everything except for vocals. I tracked those at my friend's studio that he runs out of his shed in his backyard,
Oh,
and that's
sick.
Matt, the other guitarist in the band. I can't like yell in my apartment or do vocals
Yeah.
like that without my neighbors getting mad. Um, so he was out of town. I was watching his dog and his cat for a little bit, and I was like, "Yo, while I'm here, can I go yell in your shed for a couple days?" And he was like, "Yeah, go for it, dude." But yeah, I engineered all of it. He did reamps for the guitars. It's like on the last EP, it's all just guitars straight into the computer pretty much.
Mm,
I have one amp that I can run into the computer and then do like a cab sim that it goes into. So I did like two tracks of that and then two tracks of just using another amp sim on the computer. But then for this release, um, I blended like amp sims with him doing the reamped guitars. So we actually set up like amps we would typically use live
cool.
in the shed. I think we had a track that was like an HM2, like doing the chainsaw type tone through his Sovtek head, and that was pretty cool. And then like really standard like metal, hardcore, like death metal type tone that was just like a 5150 amp through an orange cab.
So have you had much experience like you said you engineered it all yourself? Is that something that you did you like go to college and stuff to learn that, or was that just stuff that you've picked up over the years, just sort of experimenting at home?
It's mostly been experimenting at home. I did go to college for electrical engineering, but I did not graduate. But while I was there, I was really involved with the Audio Engineering Society.
Oh, cool.
I was president of it for 1 year, which was really cool. We got to go to some of the big like conventions they have in like New York and LA and stuff, and see really cool gear. And we would also record bands sometimes, like at the school.
Oh,
Um,
wicked.
so it wasn't something I was specifically going to school for, but a lot of the electrical engineering students at the school I was going to were interested in the audio stuff kind of on the side. So we
Yeah.
had a little bit of a club for it. I've never been like paid by other bands to record them, but I've always really had a lot of fun recording my own stuff.
Yeah, and I suppose like having that knowledge and being able to do it, you know, save time and a hell of a lot of studio money for studios and things like that as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's nice. And I think for the next release, I would even look into maybe doing some more studio stuff too. I think it'd be really cool to get some session musicians to do like actual strings eventually for this
Oh,
band.
Yeah,
Oh,
hell
that'd be
yeah.
quality.
Some actual choir stuff, like when Cradle of Filth did Damnation for a day, and they had the whole I forget which orchestra it was, but they had like a whole like 72-piece
Yeah,
orchestra on
yeah.
that
Yeah.
album. It's crazy.
Yeah, stuff like that is like it's nice to have something like that that you can shoot for, isn't it? Like, oh,
Mhm.
that's where I want to go. It's cool for us, Steph, as well, isn't it, to hear that like this is a project that's going to be a band that's going to be ongoing. And
Oh, it's fantastic, mate.
I know, like, especially you're like you love you love this band, don't you? So like you really love them.
Yeah, absolutely loved, mate. And
Nice.
it's
Hell yeah. Well,
it's
maybe we can make it over there sometime. We did
Oh,
a couple
oh my
shows
God.
now in Denver, and it's been awesome. We're all having a great time with it. The guys I got together to do this project with are already my friends before, and it's been just really chill and fun to do these shows so far. So I see many more in our future, hopefully.
Oh,
oh, sick, man.
fantastic.
Did you have any like idea that you'd be taking it out live when you started it? Or was it just, oh, I'm going to put these songs out, see how they do? Or did you always have that ambition? I'd love to, I want to take this live. I want to play these songs live.
No, initially I did not think I would make this a live band at all. Even when I was working on this the album that we just put out, I wasn't sure until maybe like the middle of this year that I would ever make it like a live band. And then I don't know, I was just kind of thinking about it more. And we knew this drummer locally, me and Matt, the other guitarist. We played some shows with one of his other band. With me and Matt are in another band called well, we're in a couple different bands, but we're in one called A Thousand Angels and Seven. That's like a screamo hardcore type thing.
Oh, sick.
And we played with Corbin, the guy who's playing drums in Pedestal, his other band. And I remember Matt telling me like backstage at the show, like, dude, if you get Pedestal together, he's like, first off, I'm not even super into death metal, but I would love to play guitar for it. And second off, you got to get this Corbin guy. He's awesome. Like he's such a good drummer. I think he'd be great. And so the idea was kind of in the back of my head, starting at like maybe around the middle of this year. And then as this album kind of got close to being done, I don't know, the idea just seemed more and more fun, especially with like while putting the album out, I was like, well, maybe we should play some shows, then we'd get to promote it some and stuff. And selfishly, like I think more people tend to care about like a real band,
Yeah.
as opposed to like a solo project. So I was like, part of me I wanted to have fun with my friends and play stuff live, but also thought it might get some more eyes on the album too, which was kind of an added benefit.
Yeah, definitely, man. How do you, how are was it daunting with like the synths and stuff and the like the like the choir stuff and things like that live? Are they do you program them for when you're playing live?
Yeah, yeah, we have them.
Cool.
So that all happens like over the PA live. We don't have like a keyboardist on stage or anything like that because we probably would for like one-off shows or something, but we would still have the backtracks too.
Yeah,
So we just
yeah.
have the drummer playing to a click, and then timed out to that click is all the choir, orchestra,
Sick.
and like keyboard stuff happening. But it's just
Was
so many layers, we couldn't get just like
yeah,
one person to do it live.
yeah. Was that nerve-wracking? Like those first shows? Like, oh God, I
Oh
hope
yeah,
this.
for
I
sure. That was
hope.
that drummer was the first time he had ever played to a click live.
Oh
But he
wow.
killed it. He knocked it out of the park. My first time ever making clicks for a band um, where there's actually stuff going to the front of house speakers and it
Yeah.
all had to be timed out perfectly and everything. It's kind of a weird thing you have to do where you split like one side of the track ends up being the clicks and then the other side of the track ends up being the front of house. And then you run it through a splitter and the drummer gets half of it and the a DI box goes out to the sound guy for the other half. And yeah, I'd never made any tracks like that before, so it was all very new and yeah, pretty nerve-wracking, but ended up working pretty well, I think.
Oh, wicked. Yeah. Dude, if you make it across to here at some point, we're there, definitely. We.
Oh, we're there, mate.
Um.
Nice.
So I wanted to
Fingers
ask.
crossed.
Yeah, hopefully, man. What were your sort of inspirations lyrically for the record?
Hmm, that's a tough one. Because I feel like I struggle with lyrics a lot. But specifically the Underworld movies.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
that's
Oh,
that's a
cool.
huge thing for me. I love the Underworld movies. I always have. Um, it's like Lycanthropochrist is kind of about the rise of the Lycans and Lucian. He's kind of like the werewolf Jesus to the rest of them, you know.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, that Bram Stoker's Dracula, I just started reading, and that movie I think is insane too. So
yeah,
I would say like my lyrical influences are definitely more about like vampire media or gothic horror literature stuff like that rather than
Yeah.
like other death metal or black metal bands because for a lot of them I feel like I miss out on a lot of the lyrics. I don't know what they're saying a lot of times. Sometimes I don't
No.
figure it out, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it's the sound, isn't it, rather than what they're actually saying is what draws you into death metal.
For sure, yeah. And not to discount, I mean, there are some incredible lyricists in death metal and black metal. So not to discount any of them or anything like that, but for me, it's not specifically what yeah pulls me into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose when one of your favorite bands is Cradle of Filth, it's quite hard to match
Oh
that
yeah, that dude is
level of
he's
lyric.
writing like prose. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's one of the. I don't think he gets enough credit for just how good he is lyrically. I really don't.
Yeah, I remember looking up some of the lyrics to that Midian album like years ago around when I first heard it, and I was like, really? Like, oh my God, this is what he's writing. This dude is writing like freaking poetry. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, if he wasn't in a black metal band, he would be a world famous like
he'd be
poet or something.
university lecturer or something. You'd tour
Mhm.
universities, wouldn't he?
Is that where the name for the inspiration for the album came from? The album title as well. Then it's such a cool name, man. And like Enter is almost like this is our debut album. You're stepping into our world.
Nice. Yeah, I would say those are similar as far as those were influences for the name of the album. And I actually had a different working title for a long time for it. And then kind of get off my keyboard. What are you doing? Um, sorry, my cats are all over the place. I got four of them. It gets kind of crazy over here.
They don't want to. They. You're in the limelight, mate, and they don't like it.
Yeah. But yeah, I came up with Enter Vampiric Manifestation like probably a couple weeks, maybe a month before we got everything finalized for the album. And same thing with the art. It kind of fell into place like very last minute too.
Oh, cool.
Um and I was kind of torn about whether to just call it Vampiric Manifestation or Enter with the colon. And I was like, man, the colon and Enter, I think that's
Yeah,
hard
it
because
is.
it's like a
Yeah,
demand in the album title.
yeah, yeah. It
And
does. It suits that like it suits that debut album thing. Like it's welcome. Like
nice.
or yeah, come in. Like this is like our world, and now
Is
we're
that something
inviting
you
you to
think you'll
step in.
continue? Is that something you think you'll continue with in future
Oh,
album
Morbid
titles?
Angel style.
Like, yeah, like
Oh yeah, maybe
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
like go up from enter something like
Mhm.
colon, and then obviously the album title. That can be the sort of how it goes.
the
That could
Pedestal for
work, man.
Leviathan like
Yeah,
album name
chain.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Mhm.
That could work, man.
Like continue through
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Oh God, here we go.
something like that. Yeah, that'd be cool.
um, Dude, we got to ask you about the artwork. So I know it's Alex Kemp who did that.
Mhm.
How involved were you in the process of it? Did you give him like got like frames of reference for album covers that you love and color schemes and things like that, or did you just here's the name of the record, here's the idea, like go mad?
So it was even less involved than that. It was already made. Like I just
Oh,
bought it
okay,
pre-made. I was
okay,
looking through his page. He had a bunch of really cool looking like vampiric castles, bunch of Dracula, Castlevania type stuff. And I was just scrolling through his page because I just happened to find his art. I think on Instagram. And there were a bunch of them that I was like, man, I should hit this guy up to do some of this art. But then I came across this particular piece he had, and it was like tilted. It was in a frame and everything, like it was the actual physical piece.
oh, sick.
And I was like, ooh, that's the one right there. And yeah, I just hit him up and he said it was available for licensing and stuff. He had already sold the physical like painting, so I don't have it or anything, but someone out there does, and that's kind of cool. And
Dude,
maybe I would get him to actually do something from scratch for the future.
yeah.
But yeah, I
It's
love it. I think it's such a cool piece.
it's so perfect, man. Like it, I'm just looking at it now because you've got like the right at the front of the painting, there's like that little doorway, and it's
Hmm.
almost like that's the enter bit.
Where you'd enter, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, where you'd walk through. It's just literally perfect, and the color scheme and everything is just it
You know what
really pops.
we say about albums, isn't it? With album covers, you know what the music's going to sound like from an album cover. When you see that, the music fits that artwork. It just
Yeah.
goes hand in hand.
Thank you. Yeah, I really wanted to do something purple still. Like I wanted to stick really hard to the purple black metal, purple
Yeah,
castle
yeah.
black metal
Yeah.
stuff, you know? But seeing that this one was a little different and not totally purple, but kind of red pink, I really liked. And also that to me it looked more like another level of evil on top of like something that like Immortal or like Dissection or one of those bands have done for like art. That just looks scary because of all like the black in the painting and the way he did the brush strokes and stuff.
Oh, it's just perfect, man. And then your logo up in red in the corner. It looks so sick.
Thank you. I was figuring out the color we were going to do the logo was a multi-day discussion in our group chat.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the right call, man. And again,
Nice.
something you can go in future album covers, change the color of the logo.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
Everyone, yeah, sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's such a we say it all the time that like there's so many new bands now. There's so many bands and there's so many albums every week that come out. If you don't if you don't have something that pops like that, you know, that can be the difference between someone deciding to listen to your record and not listening to your record. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because people take the whole package kind of at they judge the book by its cover kind of,
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
they even decide to check it out or not, which makes sense. I mean, I do the same thing. The
Yeah,
band's got
absolutely.
really sick artwork. I'm gonna pick it up and listen to it. That's how I found Acacia Strain at like 13 or 14. I was in a record store and saw the cover for oh man, what was the one? It was like their third or fourth continent.
Continent.
Um,
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
got
yeah,
that
yeah.
really colorful album cover, and I was just getting into like buying vinyl, and I saw it and was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, man. We've like that's how you picked up music back in the day before like streaming and stuff, Def, wasn't it? Like I'd imagine we're a lot older than you do. So like scrolling through like records in record shops and stuff, that's
It was either
seeing the artwork was
record label or album artwork. That was
yeah,
pretty much
Hmm.
it. That's all we had to work on.
yeah, that's what sold you. And yeah, like that it just absolutely nailed the whole package on there, man. So you teamed up with Gurgling Gore for the like physical release on this?
Hmm. Yeah, Gurgling Gore is doing tapes, or yeah, they're doing tapes, and then Personal Records,
Yes.
based out of Mexico, is doing CDs. But I contacted Gurgling Gore first, and they got me in touch with Personal Records. I guess they've worked together a couple times. They like working together and doing co-releases. So yeah, they he got him involved, and they're both doing the release.
Sick. Have you had the physicals delivered? How have they come out? Are you like stoked with them?
I haven't gotten them delivered yet. I think they'll be here within the next couple weeks or next month potentially, because I think they both technically release on December 12th.
Oh yes, of course you said, yeah. So streaming was 31st, wasn't it? And then
Yeah, so I probably will have copies before the 12th. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how they turned out. I did the layout for the CDs,
oh cool.
and then
We
Gurgling
like a
Gore did the
CD
layout for
layout.
the tapes, and I think they both turned out really well.
Oh man, must be so exciting. Just this thing that started off as like a little idea in your head of combining these two things, and now you're a band playing live and you've got like physical media to show for it and everything. It must be really cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I would have been happy to put this stuff out without any physical, without the band, but having those extra things definitely makes it feel a lot cooler and more real and for me making music like a lot of it is just because it's something I really like to do, but there's definitely a huge bonus and more people hearing it, and I think both of those things end up making more people hear it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, man. So I know you like we've mentioned a couple of bits, but have you got any other ideas for where you'd like to push the sound now, like on future records? Like, would
Oh yeah,
you
for
would?
sure. I've been scheming a little bit on it.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So I think for the next one, I'm gonna try to write some more dissonant stuff.
Oh, cool.
Get grosser with it. Um, because for for this album that we just put out, I was actually trying to get a little bit more. I was trying to like broaden the sound a little bit from the EP and make it a little bit more accessible, if you could call something like this accessible. Like there are some like simpler riffs on
Yeah,
here
yeah,
that I wanted to have a couple like just big riffs.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and then a couple even like more like breakdowny parts, like the end of Chalice Bleeds Intoxicant, or there's almost that like slam part at the end of a Karmic Recollection Mirror.
yeah,
Both of
yeah.
those were like choices I was making. I was like, okay, let's get a little funny, little dumb with it, but in like a sick heavy way. For this next one, I think I want to go a little more like cerebral with it. Have some more like really weird parts, some more dissonance. Take a little bit more war metal influence that
Oh, cool.
I had in the initial like idea of this project that I've kind of set to the side that I kind of want to bring back. Some more of like the hammer blast, just
Oh, sick. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
getting gross with it. And I think I want to try to up the amount of like orchestration stuff I'm doing and just get really wild with it. Like Dimmu, that like Puritanica album,
Oh, hell yeah.
like that style. How just they use so much and it sounds so heavy the way that they do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I want to like basically get better at writing parts that really take advantage of the symphonic stuff.
Oh,
So
man.
really just taking everything to the next level is
Yeah.
always kind of going to be my goal.
Like, so exciting. And like, I suppose now that you've seen that people are really digging like this kind of unique sound, I guess it gives you that like confidence and that to say, fuck yeah, let's push it a little bit harder. Let's push it
Oh yeah, for
in it.
sure.
Yeah. That's cool, man, because like it would have been so like it would have been so I guess disappointing if you'd have dropped the EP and like no one would have cared or just gone,
Hmm.
oh, like what the fuck's
Yeah, for
this?
sure.
Like, oh,
Yeah, so this has definitely been really cool seeing that people are checking it out. We've been getting a lot of streams and it seems like physicals are selling already and stuff. So it's
oh,
really cool.
wicked. We definitely need to pick up a CD when that comes out.
100%, mate.
Yeah,
100%.
gotta have that. Gotta have that artwork on a physical copy, man. Definitely. Um, yeah, just looking the the streams of yeah like that's 4,000 picked up now from over the since the album dropped. That's it's good numbers for such a DIY project.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like when I put out the first EP, I don't think we ever got over 1,000 monthly listeners. I think we maybe got to like 500 or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool because I put a lot of work into this album
Oh, you can tell,
and I'm
man.
personally pretty proud of it. So I'm glad that it resonates with people. People seem to like it so far.
Oh, dude, we absolutely love it. And we're our album of the year shows are going to be starting in a couple of weeks, and I reckon it will probably be making an
Well,
appearance
it's
again.
definitely
It's
making two
Oh, cool.
appearances. Let's give it. Yeah, we're not giving any
Nice.
things away. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it won't be the last time you'll be hearing us talking about this record. So,
Sweet.
um, so dude, we asked you to well set you a little bit of homework. We wanted to know. We always we always want to know Mount Rushmore's right. It's top fours, whatever you want to call them are. Always like to know these. So we asked you for two, a death metal one and a black metal one. Um, so what did you come up with for us, dude?
All right. You have any preference? Death metal first or black metal first?
No, up to you, man. However you wanna do it.
Okay, sounds good. So I'll start with death metal then.
Sick.
My first one is probably in a lot of people's. It's probably a pretty popular up there one for a lot of people, but Morbid Angel, Gateways to Annihilation.
Yes.
Oh,
And
sick.
I struggled so hard this week. I went back and listened to a bunch of Morbid Angel because I almost put Formula as Fatal to the Flesh. I really love that one
I
too.
do. Yeah.
They have so many albums that are so good. It's like it's kind of stupid how good that band is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Um,
little period in the middle, I think it tends to get really overlooked.
for
Like,
sure, they had the vocalist change, and I think maybe some people weren't vibing with that. But that might be my favorite period of Morbid Angel. Those
It's a
two, I think,
great
are kind
era.
of the
Yeah.
best.
oh, that yeah, them two into Heretic as well, which is I think gets overlooked as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the one after doesn't. We won't mention that, but
That's funny. I was talking to Noah, our bassist, about that album like the other day. I haven't heard much of it, but he was like, "You don't need to, dude. It's cool."
yeah, you.
It hit some like industrial stuff or something.
Oh man,
Yeah, I don't
I,
know what
I,
it does.
you can't even imagine. If you press play, you won't even imagine the sounds you'll hear. So I
Yeah.
just don't do it.
It's so crazy because everything before that is just so good. Like
Yeah.
Altars of Madness. I remember hearing that and being like, this band is, I think that came out like 89 or 91
Yeah.
or something, like so
Mm.
early. And it sounds still so much ahead of like so much of the other like 90s death metal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, really does.
100%.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I really like death and stuff too. And I'm from Florida, so I think part of that makes it have a special place in my heart as well.
Yeah.
But something about that Morbid Angel stuff is just so good.
Yeah, it's killer, man.
So yeah, I've got that one. My next one might be a little bit of a curveball. Devourment, Obscene Majesty.
Oh,
Yes,
sick.
mate. Love that
So,
album.
I all the Devourment stuff I think is so sick, but there's something about Obscene Majesty. They tune so stupid low, and then they're not relying on the low tuning to be heavy though. They're still just riffing hard as fuck,
Yeah.
and it's just so heavy. It's the heaviest album I think I've ever heard. And when I'm in the mood for it, nothing else except maybe like that war metal band Revenge. That something about those hit me in a similar way where it's like almost wall of sound, but they're riffing underneath it, and it's just so heavy. It kills me how heavy Obscene Majesty is.
Yeah, stuff like that is like that's just purely aimed at death metal lifers, isn't it? Stuff like that. Because
Mhm.
for so, like you were saying with the low tune guitars, some people might listen to that and go, I can't even hear the riffs. But if you're like if you're like a death metal lifer, you know the riffs are in there.
Yeah.
And like
And the more you listen, the more they pop out at you,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and
yeah.
yeah, it's
That's
enjoyed more upon repeated listens, kind of.
yeah, absolutely, man.
It's like I saw this dude on Reddit talking about the Consume the Forsaken album from what is the band? I can't remember off the top of my head. It's one of those brutal death metal bands, but this dude wrote a whole essay on how he's like the first 100 listens you won't catch this thing, but once you get to two or three, it gets really really sick.
Oh, Disgorge.
Disgorge, yeah, that's right.
The
Um,
first 100 listens, you won't pick this up.
Yeah, he wrote an essay on like the lyrics and the different riffs they hit and the climax of like what's happening in the story of the album. And he's got a couple other posts too where he does it with some Defeated Sanity stuff. He's great. It's pretty funny.
Fucking hell, metal fans are nerds, aren't
Mhm.
they? First 100 listens, man. That's fucking well good. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's like, I've been listening to this album 5 times a day for the last 3 months, and I have some stuff to tell you guys about it. Pretty
That's
funny. I think
quality.
he's
I
from
like.
Denver too, because I saw he posted something about the Defeated Sanity Sanguisugabog show that came through recently about someone was looking for a ticket or something, and I was there, and I wish I could have met him and been like, dude, I love reading your posts. They're so funny. So my next pick is Cattle Decapitation, Monolith of Inhumanity.
Oh
Oh, hell yeah,
yes.
man.
So they were like I was like starting to get into death metal in like middle school, high school, and I really got into the album before Monolith, that has like Gardeners of Eden, um, A
Oh, this
Body
is
Farm. trying to remember what that one is called,
Yeah, I've
but
got the discography up here, man. The Harvest Floor.
Harvest Floor, yeah. I
Yeah,
really liked that one, like Tooth and Nail on Concrete, The Right Beneath the Rind. They were like the weirdest death metal I'd heard at that point, and I thought that
yeah,
was really
yeah.
cool. Um, I got into some of their older stuff too, but then I remember when Monolith of Inhumanity came out, it like checked all my boxes.
Mm.
I just thought it was written really well. It's really like there's a lot of like breakneck tempo changes that are executed really well. The production is really spot on.
Yeah.
That's Dave Otero, who's based in Colorado too.
Oh, he's one of the goats, man.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love a lot of the stuff that he's done. And Travis Ryan on this album was just starting to do that like that gremlin voice that he
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
He does it in a couple spots and it's just enough for me. Once he starts the album after this, he starts doing it a little more and I start liking it a little bit less. But but this one's like right in the I just love everything about Monolith of Inhumanity.
Yeah, I think it was around it was the Harvest Floor and this record where they really sort of found their sound, wasn't it? I think it was where they
For
really
sure.
refined their who they were was around those two records.
Yeah, I was in a band with a guy that this is starting at those albums was when he stopped liking Cattle Decapitation because they got too tight for him. He was like, "It's not sloppy grindcore drumming anymore. I don't like it as much." And I was like, "No, no, no, it's sick."
Oh yeah, man, you ain't getting much tighter than like from where these albums took them. They're
Mm.
just an insanely like they're almost wound up like too tight. Do you know what I mean? Like it sounds like it could just snap at any minute.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm pretty sure those guys play in like standard tuning too. Like they're not even like doing the drop tuning,
Yeah, that's
getting
mad.
low just to get heavier. They're just heavy because they're heavy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of the total opposite of the Devourment thing for me, but I love that album.
Yeah, it's killer, man.
Then my last one is Outer Heaven or yeah, Outer Heaven, Realms of Exquisite Morbidity.
Oh
Oh,
yes,
what a
we love
record
that. We
this is,
love
man.
that.
It's so good. And
Yeah,
so much death metal was coming out like that year and around that time, but something about that one has stuck with me so much. It's so groovy, so sick.
Yeah.
yeah. Was it? Is that Malignant Altar? Was
Oh,
the band?
I mentioned the wrong. It's Realms of I'm thinking of different realms. Oh, what is it? Hold on.
Oh, is it Outer Heaven was the band? Yeah.
That Malignant Altar album is really good though too. No, it's
Oh, it's
Realms of
killer, man.
Eternal Decay. I got my
Yes.
realms mixed up.
There's too many realms, man.
Yeah, you know. But
Oh, that's
God,
a
that
killer
Malignant Altar
fucking
album
record.
is really, really good too.
Yeah, and then they split up.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
one fucking record,
Dropped the
like,
killer and then that was it. We're gone.
yeah.
Have y'all heard Terror Corpse yet? That's like some of the members of that, apparently.
Oh, is it?
Terror
Mhm.
Corpse. Oh
Oh,
shit.
I've not listened to them, man.
No.
It's
Oh,
pretty
right.
sick. It scratches the itch for sure.
That's going on the list. Yeah,
That is
that Outer
going.
Heaven record is so sick, man. And it's like, that was one 2018 that came out, and then it was like 5 years before the next one. It was like, are we ever getting a
Yeah.
new Outer Heaven record?
Yeah, and I owe myself more listens of the new one too, because maybe
Mm.
it'll hit me like this one. But something about that 2018 one was just super sick, super groovy.
Yeah, I love that.
I selfishly I try to rip it off a lot and riffs here and there.
Man, everything comes from somewhere, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone takes inspiration from somewhere. Well, that's four pretty sick death metal records, man. I like they're like not your standard
Yeah, I like that. It's unique, is it? It's a unique list. There's not
Thanks.
many
Yeah.
yeah,
that would have
yeah.
that. That's what makes it fantastic, that list.
Yeah,
Because it's
man.
not
Yeah, I
your
wanted to pick my
usual.
four favorites, not just the four like top that I think everyone needs to listen
There
to
we
or
go.
Yeah.
classics, you know?
Everyone knows Heartwork's good. Like
Uh-huh, exactly.
you don't need us telling you again for the millionth time. So
Mhm.
what are your black metal ones, man?
Okay, for black metal, I got Immortal at the Heart of Winter.
Oh,
Oh,
gotta be,
yes.
gotta be.
Classic,
And
man.
this one was tough for me too because I really like Sons of Northern Darkness too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But it's a totally different feel. It's a
Hmm.
little more accessible, a little catchier, and
Yeah.
the production is really good on it. It's probably like that album got me into Immortal, but then the more I've listened, the more I've really liked At the Heart of Darkness kind of more. They just hit that the black metal. They got the thrash influence going on, and it's fast, and it's so sick. I think that's kind of like the quintessential black metal album for me.
Yeah, I love that record. It's got that purple cover as well. Like,
Hmm. Yeah, I do appreciate that about it for
yeah.
sure.
just can't be beaten. Yeah, I love that record, man. Yeah, I don't really think you can go wrong with any of the Immortal albums from those first sort of five or six.
Mhm. Yeah, and I struggle with black metal stuff. Sometimes the really like raw recordings I can't get as into. Like their first one, I haven't been able to really get into or too much
Yeah,
stuff before at the Heart of Winter. But I'm a lot newer to black metal and appreciating it than I am to death metal. So someday it's probably just gonna click, you know?
yeah. I think we're the same, Def, aren't we? Like with black metal that we like are drawn towards. It's always the stuff that's a little bit more symphonic, a little bit more melodic, better
Nice.
production quality as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the raw stuff. If you're in the mood, it's great, but I
I
do
mean, so
tend
I think
to,
it's one of the sometimes you can get lucky and hear some of the raw stuff and it can click straight away. Like
yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard a lot of stuff and it's clicked, and when I go back to it, I think, how the fuck has that clicked? I don't understand.
Hmm.
I can't hear the guitar till like track three. That's the first riff I can hear. But what are the first two tracks?
You've only
I don't know.
listened to
Oh,
it
It's
a hundred
weird.
I
times
feel
though,
that.
Def.
That's me
A
with
hundred
most of the
times, yeah.
early
I'll do a hundred. Yeah,
most of the early Dark Throne stuff is like that for me. I know it's classic. I know people love it, but I can't get
it's a
into
hard
most of
listen.
it.
It's a very
Yeah.
hard listen. Yeah, that
But I
trilogy.
love
Yeah,
Soulside Journey, the first one
yeah.
that's just a death metal album.
Yep.
That's awesome to me.
Yeah, it's great, man. Yeah, great pick, man. Immortal.
So my second one is Carpathian Forest,
Oh,
at
yes.
Defending the Throne of Evil.
Oh, I've
Oh,
never done
sick.
this. I've never done
No,
this.
me
And
either.
I revisited it this year for the first time in kind of a long time, and I was like, oh yeah, this is just as good as I was gonna say just as good as I remembered it, but I forgot how good it was. And it was something I heard when I was like 14 or 15. I think it was probably the first black metal I ever heard.
Oh,
I was
really?
downloading that album just because again the cover looked cool.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
the
remember
kind of
checking it out.
bluey color, isn't it? The bluey
Uh-huh.
cover.
And they've got the logo with the C and the F and the
Yeah, yeah,
circle thing going on. Yeah, that album's really cool because they do some of the symphonic stuff on there, but to me it doesn't sound like corny symphonic. It's like it's evil.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, so
think.
they're really cool. I haven't gotten into a lot of their other stuff, but I really like that album.
Right, I'm gonna pop that on my listen list
Yeah,
this
I've
week,
had
dude.
that on my list.
I
Yeah.
think
Nice. Yeah, I
I
bet
th
y'all would really like it. It's pretty cool.
I think the only record I've really dived into is the one from 2006 called "Fuck You All,"
Oh, nice.
which is that's a really cool record. But yeah, they're a band I've like you know the name, but I've not really dived into them too much. So I'll check that out.
Apparently they've changed a lot, like release to release too. So this might sound totally different than Fuck You All. I'm not sure how much of that one I've heard.
Ah, cool.
I know they got another one, Black Shining Leather, that's like way different than this one too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna dive into them a little bit, man.
Nice. My third pick is Odium, Sad Realm of the Stars.
Oh, what a record that is, dude.
It's so
Oh,
What
sick.
a record.
If it's similar to Immortal where like if someone was like show me a black metal album and I'd never heard it, I think that'd be a good choice. But for symphonic black metal,
Oh, hell yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
specifically, it's just raw enough without being, you can still hear what's going on, but yeah, and I don't know, there's just like a mood of that album that I think is just so good.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And it's another one, man, with such a you could stare at that album cover for hours. It's such a beautiful
Mhm.
like piece of art that on the cover.
And their logo is super cool too. I
yeah,
really like
that's a
that.
sick
Yeah, it's got
logo,
the
man.
same kind of feel as the as your logo's got.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, it's got that same
Very
kind of
cool to
like
hear.
regal looking thing about it. Um
Y'all know that band Worm?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of have a similar thing going on too with that.
I was gonna say, dude, we had Phantom Slaughter on the show
Oh, that's cool.
a few years ago. And he introduced us to Odium, didn't he, Def?
Yeah, that was one of
He
his picks.
yeah, he mentioned
Oh, very cool.
He mentioned Sad Realm of the Stars, and oh, it was love at first listen, man. It's such an unbelievable record that.
There's a newer band too that to me sounds very much in a similar realm of Odium. They're called Silent Millennia, and
Silent
I think it's a
Millennium.
solo project, but he's released two LPs so far, and one of them just came out this year, and it is crazy. It is so good, and it's like symphonic black metal, but like spacey.
Oh my God, even the cover, I can see the
Yeah,
cover.
look at
Yeah,
that cover,
that
man. Celestial
looks,
It's
Twilight.
super cool. If
it
y'all
looks
like
like
Odium and
Christmas
haven't heard it,
baubles, doesn't it? It's like he's in Christmas baubles. Oh,
yeah.
I like that. That's getting done. That's
Yeah,
getting added.
that's getting listened to.
Yeah, that album is awesome. And
Oh
it's
wow.
if y'all like Odium, I think you will love it.
Oh,
Oh,
sick.
dude, that's why we love these like
We
asking
get
for
new
these picks because
listens.
you
Yeah,
yeah because it always stems off into other bands and stuff and yeah you end up with a new favorite band. I love that album cover's so sick, isn't it?
he's sick.
Yeah, it's really good. I love
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy. He hits some of the symphonic stuff he hits on it too. Like you said Christmassy. Like he has like those like Christmas bells that are in like
Oh
some songs
no,
you hear on the streets and
really?
stuff. He hits that sometimes, but
Oh
it's
my
like so
God.
sick in the context.
Oh, I can't wait to listen to that
Yeah,
now.
that's getting listened to this week. We'll report back. We'll report
Yes,
back
we'll
on these,
report
man.
back.
Oh hell yeah, please do. And then my last pick is Cradle of Filth, Midian. And
Oh,
this is
cool.
Yeah,
maybe a
love
hot take
Midian.
because I don't know if everyone considers that a black metal album. I know some people are very specific about what is and isn't
Oh, yeah.
black metal.
Aren't they
And
just?
what was that?
Aren't they just?
Oh yeah.
They'll
But
let you know, man.
I say screw them. That Midian is I think the best work Cradle of Filth has ever done, other than maybe V Empire. I really like that one too.
Oh, it's a killer EP, that.
Um, what?
That's a killer EP, Vampire.
Oh yeah, that one's
Yeah,
great.
I love that, man.
But yeah, Midian. If Midian didn't exist, I don't think I would have started this project. Um,
Wow.
like me and a friend for a long time shared a Google Play like library that we would just add a bunch of stuff to. We both had Android phones, so
Oh, cool.
we shared this library and just at one point downloaded a bunch of stuff that we were like, there's so many big metal bands out there we've never heard. And so I remember downloading a bunch of Cradle of Filth as part of that list. And then I was still going to school. I was in Gainesville, Florida. I was driving around the UF campus and Lord Abortion came on shuffle.
Oh,
And
yeah.
no other song would have been as good of an introduction to Cradle of Filth as Lord Abortion.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember I might have had to pull over. Like it was crazy. I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. We
And
had the same dude. We had the same thing when we were in school, and Dusk and Her Embrace came out, and Dev, we've said this loads of times, haven't we? We were listening to the album in class because we were in the same sort of class together in school, and we were listening to it, and we were like, should we be listening to this? Like, is this have we gone too far? Do you know what I mean?
It
When you're
was
like,
different to what we yeah, it was different from the metal
it
that
was a
we
bit
were hearing
scary,
at
Dev,
that
wasn't
time.
it? It
Yeah,
was,
it was those pitches on those high pitches on those early albums are you can't replicate that. It's scary as fuck. And me and Jim at that time, obviously 14 years old, it was like it's just like a horror film. It's like
yeah, should
listening
we
to
be
a horror
listening to
movie.
this?
Yeah.
Like, are we allowed to
oh
listen to
yeah,
this? Like,
that's so sick. I looked into some of those artists when I was looking at who I was going to get to do art for this album. I was like, I went and looked through all the Cradle of Filth albums and saw, and of course those guys are, either not working anymore or charging just kind of a crazy amount of
Yeah.
money because they're
yeah,
legends and it makes sense that they do. But yeah, they always have such cool art and such an insane logo too that's never
oh,
changed over, friggin' 30 years or something of being a band. I think that's so cool.
it's such an iconic logo. It's so cool that those like um Immortal have never really changed their logo either, have they? Like, it's really cool that those early bands have just Emperor or another one fucking just nailed the
Mhm.
logo and like it's iconic at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, sick, man. It's
Yeah,
such a
Midian is so cool. It kills
yeah.
me how cool it is. Like whenever I go back and I'm in the Cradle of Filth mood, like most of the albums they're all pretty good at least.
Yeah.
But I think Midian is just kind of insane.
Yeah, they're such a consistently great band, man. Like 30 they'll have been a band over 30 odd years now at this point. It's
Mad.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy. I've seen them like maybe three times now too, and it's always so sick.
dude, who knows? You may be in a support slot at some point or something the next time they come over to the
That would be a
US.
dream. I would love to do that.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
great.
Well, we've
I,
got a contact, dude, that we'll hit up and we'll see what we can do the next time they're over in the States.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Yeah,
Thank you.
nah, killer, man. Kendrick, thanks again for joining us, man. Like it's been real pleasure digging into your brain for to get into sort of the building of this record. It's such like we said, it's just such a sick record, and it's so refreshing to hear like a new take on like genres that have been around for years. It's so cool to see someone doing something different with them.
Well, thanks so much. I really appreciate it and really appreciate you guys having me on. It's really
Oh
great
no,
talking to you guys.
it's been an absolute pleasure, man. Yeah, if you haven't heard the record yet, honestly, go and check it out. It's called Enter Vampyric Manifestation. There's a Bandcamp link in the episode description, so go and pick a copy up if you can and support Kendrick in his work, man, and help him keep on making this fucking killer music for a while to come. Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back again very soon. But until then, party on, dudes.